On the 37th day of the year, the Church proclaims a blessing over the world. Friday, February 6, 2026. Memorial of St. Paul Miki and Companions, Martyrs. First reading Sirach 47 verse 2-11. Like the choice fat of the sacred offerings, so was David in Israel. He made sport of lions as though they were kids, and of bears like lambs of the flock. As a youth he slew the giant, and wiped out the people's disgrace, when his hand let fly the slingstone, that crushed the pride of Goliath, since he called upon the Most High God, who gave strength to his right arm, to defeat the skilled warrior, and raise up the might of his people. Therefore the women sang his praises, and ascribed to him tens of thousands, and praised him when they blessed the Lord. When he assumed the royal crown, he battled, and subdued the enemy on every side. He destroyed the hostile Philistines, and shattered their power till our own day. With his every deed he offered thanks to God Most High in words of praise. With his whole being he loved his Maker, and daily had his praises sung. He set singers before the altar, and by their voices he made sweet melodies. He added beauty to the feasts, and solemnized the seasons of each year, so that when the holy name was praised, before daybreak the sanctuary would resound. The Lord forgave him his sins, and exalted his strength forever. He conferred on him the rights of royalty, and established his throne in Israel. Responsorial Psalm from Psalm 18 verse 31, 47, 50, 51. Response. Blessed be God my salvation. God's way is unerring. The promise of the Lord is fire-tried. He is a shield to all who take refuge in him. Response. Blessed be God my salvation. The Lord lives, and blessed be my rock. Extolled be God my Savior. R. Blessed be God my salvation. Therefore will I proclaim you, O Lord, among the nations, and I will sing praise to your name. Response. Blessed be God my salvation, you who gave great victories to your king, and showed kindness to your anointed, to David and his posterity forever. Response. Blessed be God my salvation. Alleluia from Luke 8 verse 15. Response. Alleluia, alleluia. Blessed are they who have kept the word with a generous heart, and yield a harvest through perseverance. Response. Alleluia, alleluia. The Gospel of Mark 6 verse 14-29. King Herod heard about Jesus, for his fame had become widespread, and people were saying, John the Baptist has been raised from the dead. That is why mighty powers are at work in him. Others were saying, he is Elijah. Still others, he is a prophet like any of the prophets. But when Herod learned of it, he said, It is John whom I beheaded. He has been raised up. Herod was the one who had John arrested and bound in prison, on account of Herodias, the wife of his brother Philip, whom he had married. John had said to Herod, It is not lawful for you to have your brother's wife. Herodias harbored a grudge against him, and wanted to kill him but was unable to do so. Herod feared John, knowing him to be a righteous and holy man, and kept him in custody. When he heard him speak, he was very much perplexed, yet he liked to listen to him. Herodias had an opportunity one day, when Herod, on his birthday, gave a banquet for his courtiers, his military officers, and the leading men of Galilee. His own daughter came in and performed a dance that delighted Herod and his guests. The king said to the girl, "Ask me whatever you wish, and I will grant it to you." He even swore many things to her. "I will grant you whatever you ask of me, even to half of my kingdom." She went out and said to her mother, "What shall I ask for?" Her mother replied, "The head of John the Baptist." The girl hurried back to the king's presence and made her request, "I want you to give me at once on a platter the head of John the Baptist." The king was deeply distressed, but because of his oaths and the guests, he did not wish to break his word to her. So he promptly dispatched an executioner with orders to bring back his head. He went off and beheaded him in the prison. He brought in the head on a platter and gave it to the girl. The girl in turn gave it to her mother. When his disciples heard about it, they came and took his body and laid it in a tomb. The word of the Lord.